Yo, what's going on, man? Free game all day, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe to my channel, man. Hit that like button, man. Hey, so I'm gonna drop this little gem on y'all, man. It was on my mind. It's funny to me because I had a lot of niggas talking about it. So I hear a lot of niggas praising and talking about dealing with like younger women. Keep in mind, I'm 40. I'm gonna be 43 this month. So I'm talking about guys that's like 44, 43. You know, they're just dealing with younger women, especially like dealing with a woman in her 20s. So I've never been the type of dude that dealt with younger women. That's just my preference. I ain't never like even when I was younger, like the women I was dealing with was older. So that's just what I dealt with, you know. Now I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say this first. There are some guys who are very successful by dealing with younger women. They're successful with it, you know. Um, it's kind of like I don't want to say it's similar, but it's just like when you have a certain preference, you're cool with it. It's just like some guys I know, they don't deal with nothing but white girls. You know what I'm saying? That's all they deal with, white girls. They don't deal with nobody else but white girls. So it's like, you know, I just be thinking like, damn, how like, where you meet these white girls? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't, I'm not going nowhere with it yet, but I guess when you have a preference for something and it's something you like, then you're going to get good at, I guess, whatever, or eventually you're going to get what you want, eventually. So, like, my thing with younger women, like, everywhere I go around an older crowd. That's just what it is. I don't really deal with younger women, and this is why. Every older guy can't do that. You know why? Because those younger women are gonna look at you as a mark. That's why. They're gonna feel like you're a mark. I promise you, I'm not lying. Listen, it ain't not one time, maybe 2 or 3 times at the most, I've heard an older guy talk about dealing with a younger woman without mentioning how much money he's spending on her, how much money he giving her, or how much money what he doing for her. Like, that's just the MO with that. Now, like I said, I don't think it's some guys who are successful. I think when you're dealing with younger women, you have to have the mentality of that this is nothing long term. Like, this is nothing long term. You know it's gonna be, for whatever it is, a deal or a situation. I remember a nigga back in the day. I know this nigga, he loved dealing with young women so much. Like, we was deep in our 20s. And this nigga was dealing with somebody in high school. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with the nigga? Like, this is a little girl. You know what I'm saying? I swear to God, I know I was at better. I had to be about 27. 20-something, 26, 27, you dealing with somebody in high school. Not saying that's not unheard of, but the nigga actually was really dealing with somebody that, I think she might have been a senior or some shit, or about to graduate or some crazy shit like that. But even then, I remember him saying, man, she asked me for this money, asked for money. That's just what's going to happen. That shit's going to happen, man. So answer this for me. Why would I want to continue to deal with somebody when I know it's solely about that? Now, the reason why I've always dealt with older women, because I felt like the feeling was mutual. Now they gonna want to do something, and they gonna ask for something. I mean, it's embedded in them. Like, they just probably used to do it when they was younger more than they do it with an older. Older, they might have a little more pride about themselves, and they probably don't want to do that shit like that no more. But like, it's gonna be some money exchange. So, I mean, if you got anything about yourself, why would you want to like put yourself in that position where, she might give you some pussy, but she's gonna control you and breadcrumb you with that, because she's gonna want more money. That's just how it go. Now, like I said, every nigga ain't doing this now. There's some niggas out here that just flat out winning. And, they just dealing with younger women because the younger women want to deal with them. It's some that's really out doing that. So I don't want to sit back and say this is everybody's situation. But 80% of them is like that, so I don't understand what the infatuation is. I get it, but I don't understand like overall, like knowing somebody that want to deal with you off that, I just get completely turned off. Like I don't when you want to, I don't care because you know what it is, and I mean, and I guarantee you, it's gonna be problem, issue. It's gonna be something day after day after day that they're gonna be coming to you about. You know, why you think they call them zaddies? Why do you think they call them sugar daddies? Why do you think they? Why you think those names are even brought up when they always talk about you got your sugar dad shit? Hell, I remember one of my homegirls said some shit one day. That shit, I love me my old man. I love old man as long as he get them paying the bill, he give me what I want to give. That's just the whole view of when a younger woman's dating an older guy. So personally, I feel like it's a losing situation unless you finna get in and out. If you ain't getting in and out and you continue, I guess it depends on what she do. Now she might be solid and she might be mature for her age to where she does things like a mature woman do. But for the most part, them motherfuckers ain't gonna cook. They ain't gonna. It's gonna be you taking them out. It's gonna be you doing everything else, and it's just gonna be an agreement. And like I said, to each his own. But I can't see myself doing it. But I definitely want to approve of this shit, man. Like that ain't what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, unless you're getting in and out, if you just gonna continue to deal with them, I've watched. That's been a downfall of some of the most notorious niggas who's supposed to be players out here. Like I've seen this. Niggas who's supposed to be so game tight. Niggas start dealing with a younger woman. Oh my God. The outcome is horrible. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I kind of feel a similar way like dealing with a stripper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a stripper, like it's gonna be something all the time. So, at the end of the day, man, I don't, there's something I definitely don't approve of, man. But look, free game all day, man, each his own, man, y'all be easy.